Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in, come on in. I see you, Janelle. Let me give it a couple seconds here. All righty. While we're waiting here, let me just make sure. Let's make sure we get comfortable. I was thinking about switching the order of how we do things in the mornings and maybe start with a meditation and then go over the messages so maybe we can receive them a little bit more deeply. So why don't we hello, floating through the day. Oh my gosh, that ding. I'm sorry if you guys hear that. I spent a long time a while ago getting rid of all these dings and notifications. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what that is. And I gotta get rid of it. Alrighty. Oh yes, floating through the day, Rebecca. That's so good. So you know what? Let's go ahead. I was just telling Janelle and whoever else is watching, why don't we go ahead and start with a grounding meditation today? And then we'll go ahead and do our messages. So if you're showing up, awesome. Go ahead and say hello in the comments and get comfortable wherever you are sitting. And if you have your 2 feet on the ground, or if not, like me, I have my legs crisscross applesauce in my chair. But visualize the base of your spine and the bottom of your feet with roots growing out and down into the core, all the way down, 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 into the core of Mother Earth. You might see a bright, beautiful crystal there. And those roots just wrap around that crystal, really anchoring it in. And then that energy comes up through the roots. It's a grounding energy to really anchor you, even though you're floating today, Rebecca. Let's make sure you're grounded. Let's bring that energy up, 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 up. Through your feet, up your legs, up the base of your spine, going up your spine, lighting up each of your chakras, which are energy centers, from the root chakra to your creation chakra, up into your solar plexus, up into your heart, then into your throat. And they light up in the colors of the rainbow, and then up into your third eye, which is your seat of intuition, and then up into your crown, which is your connection to all that is, to the universe, to each other as souls, to a higher being. And it's a bright white light, and that energy from all the way from the top comes shining down and is infusing you from the top of the crown of your head all the way down to through your third eye, into your throat chakra, down through your heart, your solar plexus, your abdomen, and the base of your spine, goes traveling down your legs. And now you have this like energetic field going from the grounding of Mother Earth, but then you're connected through to the universe all the way up. It's like electrifying all of it. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can slowly flutter open your eyes. Wonderful. And let's go ahead and chat about our messages for the day. All right. Awesome. There it is again. It's okay. August 10th. Ready? Look at this. This is so perfect. Let me react less and respond more. As I learn to rule my mind, old ways will change. Hello, Amy. I see you there. So this is super perfect for today because I was on call last night and it's like close to midnight. And I get this call from a nurse who's like, there's this patient. So first of all, I don't know. There's no sign out. There's nothing. I'm just kind of like covering the practice. Whoever's in the hospital, they can call with questions. Great. Okay. So I don't know anything. So obviously fail number one is that, good morning, Facebook user, is that there is no sign out. She's like, so-and-so came up here. There's no orders. And he says he's super anxious and he usually takes Klonopin. And I'm like, well, I don't prescribe those. And she's like, well, I'm scared that he's going to cause a lot of trouble. Can you just give me something? I'm like, no, I'm not going to give you something. I'm like, I don't know who this person is. I don't know what medicines this person takes. I don't know why he's there. I don't know all these things. I was like, can you tell me something more? Right. And so I was like, super triggered, right? And I was reacting. And there's a lot of different thoughts that were going through my head because I could feel myself. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna raise some major hell. I was not happy. And this is just perfect. The universe is giving me this message today. Because what is, right? So I was just like, this, the nurse's comedy doesn't know anything about the patient. Nobody said anything to me about it. Now they want freaking, these kinds of medicines, like Klonopin, this kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't do that. Right? Like, no, why? And then it's like this, woe is me. How am I the one stuck with this? And blah, 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 right? Like, it's like crazy how the flood of negative waste thoughts just got me. And so a few things that I recognize is number one, after a long day of work, right? My energy has been depleted. Rebecca and I were talking about what are depleting activities and what are energizing and activities, right? Things that fill you up and things that deplete you. And at the end of the long day, especially when it's close to midnight, I am at battery zero. And so it's much easier to get triggered during that time. Right now, after I've slept a little bit, it's easier to respond. Because bottom line is, all of us, including especially us female physicians, right? We're sleep deprived. We're doing way too much. It's like set up for failure. It's like set up to be a bundle of nerves all the time. And unless we put a full stop and recognize, okay, this is chaos, and then change our life so we're not in those situations, and recognize that what we're doing is, nobody's, I raised my hand. I said I would take call. I said that I would do this, right? Yes, yes, and yes. Nobody's doing anything to me in that moment. And yet in the moment, it's just like, are you kidding me? Right? So, all of us who show up here, who are on a spiritual path, are slowly ascending. And as we practice, right, this is the crux of meditation right here. And so I'm sharing this story with you to let you know it's not like I am floating all the time, right? I'm keeping it real, guys, right? And so, yeah, I was like, okay, I could have, next time I will try this, stop, take a dignified pause, stop, recognize that there is a drama going on, and all of us, including the patient that I don't know, is playing a role. And in that moment, there is the role of the nurse, there's the role of the doctor, and there's the role of the patient. And all of us are playing it beautifully. And it's my choice in the moment whether I want to be the lead actor and be the hero of the plot, or be the villain, right? I have a choice. And next time, and I know that there'll be plenty of opportunities to practice, I will try. And that's going to be my intention, to take that dignified pause and decide that I want to be the hero of that scene in the movie, in the drama. And let's see how that dignified doc will play out the scene and how it would go. Because one thing I do know for sure is that any act that we take from a place of irritation, anger, annoyance, typically doesn't go in the way we want it to. And so we have to learn to rule our minds. So it's not controlling the thoughts, right? But it's not letting the thoughts control you. And in that moment last night, I'm like sitting here trying to go through the records and see if I can find anything and blah, blah, blah. I could feel the thoughts taking over. And it's like, okay, how do I want this to go? Right? And then decide what I will think. It takes energy. You can't be on autopilot. And you have to practice it during a time of day when it's easier, not in the middle of the night when you're getting called, right? That's like, yes, you can practice it during that time, but it's usually really, really difficult. So we can always start with the small things during the day and becoming the detached observer, recognizing that we're all actors, recognizing that we're playing parts, and recognizing that we're in a scene, in a moment, right? So I hope that serves someone. And so when we meditate, we are practicing watching our thoughts and not being hijacked by them. Okay. And so that's what we're doing. We're reminding ourselves that we are not our thoughts. We are the thinker of our thoughts. And so as we practice this, those challenging moments that come are easier to navigate. All right. Ask and it is given, August 10th. As you move through your day, and as you become aware of something that you do not want, your desire about what you do want comes into clearer focus. This is so good. And now, when you have been practicing a rampage of appreciation, you can easily refocus your awareness of what you do not want into your awareness of what you do want. Now you are the hands-on creator that you have come forth to be. This is awesome. So yeah. So then, right, this whole thing happens, and I'm like, what is it? Do I want? Do I really want to be taking call at night? Do I really want to be doing this anyways? Right? There's like contrast going on, right? So there's all of this, right? So there's that, or I can talk about what happened yesterday morning as I was leaving for work, which was absolute incredible law of attraction going on. And Rebecca heard about this from me. So there's a dead tree in the front of our house that I've been trying to get somebody to just like take away. And like months ago, like at the beginning of the spring, I had a guy come in and he's like, this is like a really small thing. I'm going to come to your neighbor's house and I'll just take it down for you for free, blah, blah, blah. Well, the whole summer came and went, and he took out, I think he forgot, which is totally fine. So my husband and I are talking like, we gotta get rid of that dead tree in the front, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, we do. But like, I wasn't attached to it. I wasn't thinking about it all the time. I wasn't perseverating about it. It was just kind of this little desire, like, yeah, that needs to be done, whatever. So yesterday, as I'm backing out of my driveway, I look over at my neighbor. They've got like all these big trucks and they're carrying out trees. And I'm like, holy cow, they're here. I like stop the car, run out to the guy. I'm like, hey. I was like, look, I have this little dead tree over there. I'm like, can you please take it out? There's like the owner's 10-year-old kid is like, I can do that in 5 seconds. I was like, you can? And so like the owner of the company comes out and he looks, and I was like, look, man, do you really want to like come back on another day, give an estimate, come back with your big ass truck for this little thing? And he's like, I really don't. I was like, I know. I'm like, can you help me out? He's like, can you give me a 20 so I can buy water for the guys? I was like, yes, I would love to. I run back inside. Already late for work, mind you. Run back upstairs. I'm calling my husband. I was like, hey, how do you 20? How do you 20? He's like, oh, okay. I was like, the guy's gonna take down the tree. Literally 3 seconds, zhup, out it went. And I was completely exhilarated and in so much appreciation and awe at how the law of attraction worked in that moment. Because if you ask, it is given. Right. And I'm also talking about this because in my rampage of appreciation, I am so excited and I want to shift the vibration. Right. So this is how we do it. Right. I'm stuck in the yuckiness of last night. I want to shift my vibration. Think about this incredible thing that just happened yesterday morning where I asked the universe, in a way, I had a desire. Right. Yeah, this would be great if that happened. Not perseverating on it, not annoyed that it hasn't happened. I haven't gotten stuck in that downward spiral, but it was just there. And so when you ask, it will always be given. You just have to allow it with zero resistance. So I had no resistance going on to finding a guy to come and take that out. And then let's like literally, my husband had the desire. I had the desire this weekend. Boom, 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 boom. It was right there. So incredible. Like I didn't have to call anybody. And so when we're in the flow of that upward vibration, right, on the left side of the emotional guidance scale, the things that you want naturally start happening and they come to you. So that was a wonderful scene of the drama. Yes, universe, more of that. So and I know some of you have had experiences like that. Your universal manager take care of it. Thank you, universal manager. Seriously. Yes, I love that. All right. And so for those of us in the Path to Meditation Mastery course, Wednesdays is, I think this is what Rebecca was referring to, where we talk about we do a deep dive into the 7 spiritual laws of success by Deepak Chopra. And Wednesday has been designated the law of least effort. So yesterday morning was law of least effort for me, for sure. It was incredible. But here we are. Accept people, situations, and events as they occur. Take responsibility for your situation and for all events seen as problems. Relinquish the need to defend your point of view. I know, Amy, that's your favorite. No, it's not detachment. Close, that's Friday. Close. Least effort. Relinquish your need to defend your point of view. Yes. Least effort and attachment. Well, they all go together. So Amy says, I always get those two confused. Least effort and attachment. You got it, girl. It's awesome. Yeah. So least effort. We don't have to keep pushing. And we know that we're pushing when it feels icky. Yeah, when we're in resistance. Yesterday I was in resistance. I was efforting. I was, so in the evening, not in the morning. All righty. Let's see what our Power of Love cards have to say today. What is our message? Vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. All righty. All righty. Vision. Vision is so important. Now that your blinders are coming off, you are able to see the world and beyond the physical through your spiritual vision. You are embracing the sacred mission, which is the reason you agreed to participate in this dimension. You can envision a universe so vast, beautiful, and spectacular that miracles are a part of your everyday experience. My experience yesterday with the tree was a miracle. To me, that was a miracle. Your higher intellect has been stimulated, and you can recognize the higher essence of other souls and know their lessons. You are able to grasp the difficult lessons of grief, loss, and sorrow, seeing them as experiences from which to grow. Spiritual guides, angels, and master teachers are drawn to you, whether you are aware of their presence or not. You have agreed on a soul level to be a conduit of deep spiritual truths, which you easily manifest into the physical. You have a strong intuitive sense of what you need to do on a large scale to bring your vision to the masses. This may be through the creative arts, such as writing, singing, painting, or speaking, or as a spiritual practitioner. As you embrace and live out your vision, you remind others how to dance to the tune of divinity and the oneness of being. Soak that in. What a gift. What a gift. Thank you. And that's for each and every one of you. If you're hearing this, that was for you. All right, awesome. So we did a quick grounding. So right now, to close out, let's just go ahead again. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in and out of your heart. And just start the repetition of your mantra. For those of you who have your own personalized primordial style meditation mantra, go ahead and start repeating that now after you take a deep breath. And for everyone else, we'll use a mantra, which is so hum. So we'll silently repeat, so hum. So hum. So hum. Please continue repeating your mantra. I will keep the time and I'll let you know when it's time to stop. Enjoy your meditation. Please keep your eyes closed and stop repeating your mantra and rest. Rest in existence. Rest in awareness. Rest in consciousness. Just rest. And as we rest, I'll pronounce 4 intentions. Just repeat them silently and release them into being. Joyful, energetic body. Joyful, energetic body. Loving, compassionate heart. Loving, compassionate heart. Reflective, alert mind. Reflective, alert mind. And lightness of being. Lightness of being. Continue to rest. And when you're ready, you can slowly flutter open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and toes, give yourself a big stretch. And bring your palms together to your heart center and give yourself a little bow of gratitude. Showing up today, taking a moment to listen, to recharge. And from this place, we can give a blast of love and light energy out to all of our family, our friends, our community, our city, our state, our country, to all the countries on this planet, to every single brother and sister soul on this planet. And then from there, we can give a blast of that energy out into the universe. And then from there, it gets boomeranged right back to us. I'll say namaste. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Don't forget to hit Put your takeaways in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, hit like, subscribe, and share. And we will see you tomorrow morning.